Hello, my name is Donnie, and last time we saw how to describe the graph with its shape, outlier, center, and spread, so-called SOCs. And today we are going to be summarizing the data, which means we will take a closer look other than looking just the shape and the form of the data, a bit more scrutinization. And yes, that will mean a bit hard calculations, maybe not as hard for some of you. Before we begin, I must remind you that all the explanation of the terms and equations in this video are always under assumption that the data is organized in numerical order. First is measuring the centers, the averages of the data. When we say average, we generally use it for giving the approximate value for the centers of numbers. Average in statistics can be shown in three different ways: mean, median, and mode. The means are the average we're most familiar with, sum of all the numbers divided by the number of numbers. In a more mathematical term, it is defined as sigma x divided by n. Sigma means the sum of variables, therefore sigma x signifies the aggregation of the variables, and n stands for the number of numbers. The median is the center middle value of a set of numbers in ascending or descending order, as I mentioned before, a numerical order. When we have these odd numbers of numbers, then simply it's the value that's in the middle of the set that is the median, like the 32 right here. Out of the 13 numbers, 32 is the seventh, the middle variable. That therefore is the median in this set. However, when we have an even number of data, then what we do is we add the two middle values and then divide them by 2. So for example, if we say we have 400 at the end of the set, then we have 14 number of data, which we will have to add the 7th and 8th values. So 32 plus 37 is 69. 69 divided by 2 is 34.5. That would be the median of this new set of numbers we have here right now. Lastly, mode is the value that has occurred the most among the data. It is the most common number in the set of values. In this set, for example, the mode will be 3. 3 has occurred 3 times, while 64 has occurred 2 times, and all the other variables has occurred only one single time. Therefore, 3 is the mode. Next, we are going to measure the spreads in the data. In statistics, it is important to know how variables in the data are, therefore, the spreads. Well, everything the data tells us is important. There are 4 different spreads in data, and those are range, interquartile range, variance, and standard deviation. The range in statistics is the difference between the largest and the smallest value. Interquartile range is also the difference between the largest and smallest value, but after removing the top quarter and the bottom quarter. So, in other words, it would be the 75th percentile minus 25th percentile. It is used to know the middle 50% data. In this set, the 75th percentile data is 17, while the 25th percentile data is the 7. So therefore, the interquartile range will be 17 minus 7, which equals 10. Variance shows how far a data spread out. It is calculated by average sum of square differences from the mean. Now, in this mathematical equation of variance you see here, the lowercase sigma square stands out for the variance. This is equal to sigma of x, the variables, minus u, the mean, all of them squared. The sum of all of them squared divided by n is the variance. This is what it means by average sum of square differences from the mean. Standard deviation shows how far a data is from the mean. All you gotta do is square root the variance you have gotten. Convenient, right?